Hey, Crystal Maiden here, for part 13 of Sonic Adventure 2.
I'm in position, Doctor. Tell me when. There's been an unexpected delay on my end.
Probably
There's no more
Tails.
time to waste. Set the timer for 15 minutes. Let's go, Rouge.
5 minutes should be plenty. Here I go.
No, it's not, Rouge! No, it's not! Yeah, a lot of people hate this level. Because, well, you've seen how long treasure hunting levels can go on. And you've got a 5-minute time limit. Every single time that you start this level, you are forced to spend an entire minute all by itself going up to this room in order to hit the switches so that you make sure that all of the safes are unlocked. Because there's a red row of safes, and a blue row, and a yellow row. And you'll notice that I did not at all so much as touch the red switch. Keep that in mind. Keep in mind, I did not walk into the red switch at all, and did not deactivate by walking into it at all. It sure is lucky that I actually managed to find that there. And I love the way that the Chaos Emeralds look. Like, that's one thing I'll compliment. It's nice that they shake things up by making you search for things other than Master Emerald pieces. And I don't understand this. I could have sworn that I made it so that the blue row of vaults were all open. So I have to go back here a second time. And remember, at no point did I ever walk into the switch and deactivate it. This implies that not only is it overcomplicated by forcing you to go all the way into a room to open all of the vaults, but you can't even have all of the vaults be open all at once. There's always one row of vaults that you can't open for some reason, which is stupid. And it turns out that I didn't even need to unlock any of the vaults in the first place. Which really sucks because it means I wasted a whole bunch of time for nothing. I wasted so much time. Although it is a good thing that I went into that vault opening room because I found a Chaos Emerald in there. Just this level's so much better in multiplayer. Because in multiplayer, you don't have a vault room that you have to open. All of the vaults are unlocked right from the beginning. And it's in the multiplayer extra video that I'll be able to show off how you're supposed to deal with the vaults. What you do is that you climb on them and you hang on the center of them and dig into the center of them. And that's what's opening them.
How is that? Perfect.
And
Like me?
the last time that I love that. But the last time that I cleared this level, my game failed to save.
I can't believe I've come this far.
And I
Just to
panicked
fail.
because I thought it's not going to, maybe it's not going to save the next time that I clear a level or something. So I panicked and I turned my game off and I had to do Security Hall all over again. Thankfully I got pretty lucky on Security Hall when I recorded it. I didn't run out of time for this or anything. I was pretty lucky, so I didn't get to show off just how it's not that the level all by itself is tense. It's pretty compact, actually. I like how there's different colors of sections of the level. I like that. Again, it makes the hits more useful. Like, by its design, it's not that bad, aside from the fact that it's impossible for all of the vaults to be open at once, which is really overly convoluted, and a time limit in a treasure hunting level. Basically, it's entirely based on luck whether Security Hall is torture for you or not. And again, this boss is really annoying. And considering the fact that I don't like this boss, I absolutely despise the fact that I have to fight it twice. I actually didn't know for quite a while that you could climb onto those things. I guess it just didn't occur to me. I thought they were part of the background, nothing I could actually interact with. Because it's like in SA1, in the hub world, you can't actually climb on most of the walls for some stupid reason. So I guess I thought it was like that. Even though I never played as Knuckles as a kid in SA1. But anyways, this boss is pretty annoying. You can try to glide into it and it'll shoot missiles at you and trying to glide into it. And again, we already fought a boss like that, Shadow.
This is Rouge. I've got a small problem. I can't believe that I'm trapped inside this locked safe with a Chaos Emerald. I guess I won't be able to call myself a treasure hunter anymore.
Shoot, troublemaker.
Another cutscene that is perfectly choreographed. It shows, without words, that Shadow is not completely evil. He remembers that he lost a female friend already, and he doesn't want to lose this one. It shows it without words. And a lot of people like how in Sonic 3 and Knuckles they told a story without words. That basically did that, showing flashbacks. Although, I do have a nitpick in that it sort of has him saying shoot, and then he says troublemaker instantly afterwards. So that's kind of a problem there. And they could have easily fixed that too. But that's a minor nitpick. I like how Shadow's theme plays. It really suits when you have the Marie flashbacks and whatnot. God damn it. I wanted to go higher up. Oh well. That one's nice though, but I feel like there's a lot more satisfying spin dash jump opportunities in Green Forest. The gimmick exclusive to White Jungle that makes it different from Green Forest is that thing. That thing. And I like how fast paced it is. Like, it feels so smooth, it sends you all the way up. And you're still going fast while you're going there. And I like how there's lots of fast sections in this level. Generally, I prefer its aesthetic a lot more than Green Forest. Like, I like how it's a rainforest and it's darker. And the theme of the level is pretty dark and edgy. Like,
Here we go.
well, until you got the invincibility. And I like the invincibility theme. And I especially love the graphic for it. The problem with the invincibility in 3D games is that it's so rare that there's really no point to it even being included. And it's often put in places where you can't really take advantage of it that much anyways. It's not like it's put for really hard sections where it's easy to get hit. Well, Shadow doesn't have the Lightspeed Dash. Whatever are we going to do? It's really weird that they call them air shoes, even though they're Lightspeed Dash. But there you go. Shadow basically has all the same upgrades as Sonic, except for the bounce bracelet. Which sucks. Because, again, I love hitting Omochao with the bounce attack. It's really funny. That's about the only reason that I like it, though. I like the theme of this level. The lyrics are indecipherable, and they kind of sound like they're trying too hard to be cool, but I still like them. If you manage to bring Omochao to the goal ring here, he'll say the cut line, "This fog reminds me of San Francisco."
Here we go.
I think I see Omochao right there, so I could have easily done it, but ah well.
Too easy for me.
So, he started out White Jungle with a 10-minute time limit. And that means that he had 10 minutes until the island blew up.
That blue hedgehog
This cutscene can't be skipped, by the way. I tried to skip it, but I couldn't, so I had to cut.
You can't get away this time. There's only one real sign.
And again, I don't know why he's calling him a faker when it's not like Shadow's trying to imitate Sonic.
Bring it on.
We basically done this fight already, so. What I was saying was, yep, that's definitely a glitch. Like, he attacked me and nothing was happening. Yeah, this kind of artificial stupidity, isn't it? But anyways, Shadow had 10 minutes until the island blew up. At the beginning of White Jungle. And after this cutscene, Sonic's level takes place. Where he has like 8 or so minutes until the island blows up. Now, I'm pretty sure the White Jungle is like 3 minutes long.
No time to hang
So,
out
well, I
for
guess
rest
that
of
makes sense. They assume that you beat White Jungle in just a few minutes. So that would make sense. But now we've all of a sudden got only 1 minute left. How does Shadow make it to Rouge in time?
What are you
And
doing? Hurry and get
that
back
time
to
limit
White
is not
Jungle
so
before the
low
island blows up.
in the hero story. So I'm going to call complete bullshit on that. There's no way that White Jungle took that long to go through with Shadow, and there's no way that it took that long to fight Sonic. But just because the story has plot holes doesn't mean it's terrible. Remember that.
Chaos control!
Eggman bomb. I don't know why he doesn't just call it a bomb. But yeah, Shadow saves Rouge's life. And it's not even because of some personal attachment to her. It's because she reminds him of Maria because she's a female friend.
Shadow, what do you think it's like on Earth?
The professor said his life's work was dedicated to all of those who live down there. He once told that the reason for his existence was making people happy through the power of science.
Shadow.
Maria, I just don't know anything anymore. I often wonder why I was created, what my purpose is for being here. Maybe if I go down there, I will find the answers. Maybe. Maria.
I love
What's so
that scene.
melancholy?
Like, you could tell when Shadow was sad.
That was so unexpected. So
There's so much
unlike
better
you,
facial
Shadow.
expressions than
To
in
come and
06 where
rescue
everyone
me.
just stares blankly.
But your ability to use the chaos control certainly comes in handy.
You know, I didn't come to save you.
I like this.
I came back for the
I didn't
Chaos
come to
Emeralds.
save you.
Yeah, but then again, that's
So that's just
not
a dairy
true.
line. And Rouge is calling him out on it.
Is ready to go.
I love that.
Are you sure? We only have 6 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, you know.
That's more than enough for the demonstration. So let's get the show on the road.
You will never hear Shadow saying such a hammy line ever again. Like, it's pretty amusing. He's characterized as such a serious, gruff character now, but he just said a line that sounded more hammy.
Why are you so upset?
This is a pretty humorous
Well,
scene.
that was really impressive. You've managed to create complete havoc on the whole planet. Does this now mean we control the planet and can do as we choose?
At this rate, the cannon will take too much time to charge up. You wanna
Shadow is
unleash its
nagging
full
Eggman.
potential? You'll need all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Where in the world have you been?
So
I love her
the-
reaction there.
My threats fell on deaf ears.
How?
At you, throwing a tantrum like a little kid. How totally embarrassing.
Forget your end of the bargain.
I love her lines in this game. It's hilarious. I love the way she teases them.
Right? So where is my emerald?
Here you go. I found this.
Why didn't you show me this before? This.
I just love the way she
Square
says that.
saved from a life-threatening missile attack.
This is obviously referencing how Tails saved Station Square from being destroyed in SA1. And again, I'm not sure why he was given a Chaos Emerald as a reward for saving a town that got destroyed anyways.
ceremony held at City Hall. This makes things a whole lot easier. Hurry, go back to Earth and find them fast. I want that Chaos Emerald.
Did you get that?
Why did you say that? How did he not hear you? You were literally right next to him and weren't even trying to whisper.
This is Rouge reporting. Currently, I have not been able to confirm if Shadow is the ultimate life form or not. I will continue my research on Project Shadow and have a follow-up report very shortly. Just a reminder, don't forget about my jewel.
That's right, Rouge is a gun agent. And apparently, she's being paid in jewels. She's a little young to be working as a gun agent. She's 18 years old. But it makes sense that they would hire her because she's a master jewel thief. She's an expert at breaking into stuff. She's an expert at breaking into houses and getting out of them without getting caught. So it makes sense that Gunn would hire her as a spy and stuff. Although it does hint that they're still kind of corrupt. They're not nearly as bad as they were 50 years ago. They're a lot more of a genuine force of good now. But I just love that scene. Like, I love how Rouge was like, don't forget about my jewels, you know? I just love her performance there, and the fact that they were throwing a tantrum. Although it doesn't really make much sense that their threats fell on deaf ears when they blew up half of the moon. The only explanation I could think of is that, well, I don't understand why the Dark story cut out the cutscene where Eggman was talking with the president, when it involves Eggman. And it's a vital cutscene to understanding why their threats could potentially fall on deaf ears. It would have been a lot better if they showed the president after Sonic showed up saying, I know that Sonic's going to save the world, so I'm not going to hand over the world to you. It would have been a lot better than him saying, hey, wait! And that's the end of that. Isn't Rouge's car shaped a weird way?
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Just leave it to me.
This level is a little bit harder than Tails' racing stage. It's actually like the walls. Sometimes there's holes in the walls, and so if you're not careful, you can fall to your death. And there's no checkpoints in the racing stages at all. There's a little more sharp turns here. I can do all of the missions for Tails' racing stages, but I was never able to complete all of the racing stages missions for this level. Like, it's just too hard. I still think it's fun, but not nearly as fun as Tails' racing stage. Although something that I will compliment the racing stages for again. In Twinkle's Circuit, ramps were absolutely mandatory to progress, and if you didn't have enough momentum, you would be sent careening into the bottomless pit and have to do it all over again. In this game, you really have to suck to die to a ramp. And ramps aren't mandatory. You can just drive around them. So again, that's another thing that makes the racing stages here a lot better. That and the obvious fact that, again, you start out fast right from the get-go, it's fast and thrilling, you have a boost, and you have a drifting mode, so that you're not constantly running into walls. Although again, I hate this part because it's boring and you're just driving forwards. A lot of levels in this game are actually based on San Francisco, which makes sense because that's where Sega of America's headquarters are located. Mission Street and City Escape are based on the streets of San Francisco. Route 101 and Route 280 are named after real interstate highways that are running through San Francisco. And Radical Highway was based on the Golden Gate Bridge. And Prison Island is basically Alcatraz. It's pretty unique for a Sonic game, having so many areas that are based on a real-world city. Unleashed would expand upon that by having levels based on real-world countries. See you for the next part.